Welcome to Nautical Neighbors. On our channel, we document our life in our 32-foot sailboat, currently on our maiden voyage from Halifax, Nova Scotia to the Caribbean. So if you're into sailing adventures and life at sea, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and thank you for following us, supporting us. This was the moment we had been waiting for a while. Today was the day that we are untying the lines and heading out. Our first stop was meant to be Lunenburg, 48 nautical miles from Halifax. The morning didn't start very well. I had 4 hours of sleep and Seth was really rushing to get going.
You can start the motor if you wanted to. Oh, we had it.
I'm not happy, looking forward to this. Seth is in a rush. Just tired and bothered. And the boat's not clean. We noticed our instrument panel wasn't working for our engine. We installed all new electronics on our boat, but we never took the time to learn how to use them. We were very underprepared and a bit too motivated. You gonna bring our power cord? I was trying to back out the boat, not realizing that the steering was rigged up backwards. You can tell by my face, I have no idea what's going on. What? I had it cut the other way. Don't distract me. So naturally, Seth and I blamed each other. So far, so not good.
Yeah. You're technical.
No, you're the one that's f***ing me up here. Should I just go straight?
Yeah, go straight. I don't know what you're doing here.
Oh, just because you told me the wheels are on backwards.
Well,
I think the wheels on backwards. I'm
No.
joking.
it's
It's doing the opposite of what I want it to do. When I turn that way, it goes the other way. We have to go to the dock and fix that. I don't even know how we're gonna get it in here.
Let's go to the fuel dock. Why is it doing the opposite?
It's because whatever I did on the quadrant, I don't even know how we're gonna get to the fuel dock. Can you move? You're in my way. And this is what it sounds like when I start to spiral. It's just kind of scary. But I'm like really scared. This is why we do shakedowns. I don't really understand how it's wrong though. I don't even know how I'm gonna dock. Is the fenders over there still? Dude, that sucks. Hopefully it's a quick fix. Glad we didn't run aground just there. So this is gonna be tricky docking. At least there's no wind. Careful, Buffs. Good job. Do you have us? It is in reverse. We pull up to the fuel dock and Seth starts emptying our lockers so we can access the steering quadrant.
So does it have to cross come
Here,
around
let me
this?
do it because I know what it's supposed to do.
Okay. And are you able to do it quickly?
Well, maybe. I don't like.
Do it. I'll make this breakfast.
Sean gave us a card.
Aw.
Isn't that nice?
When did he come?
What do you mean? He's right there.
Oh, Tom?
Sean.
Oh, Sean. Had to make her out in there. That's our chief engineer fixing up our steering. That was botched before we even started our journey.
I botched it.
That's okay.
Botched by me.
When we pulled out of our dock at about 7 o'clock this morning, we discovered that our steering was rigged backwards. So what ended up happening is you're supposed to cross the wires, and we didn't do that, so try to turn the wheel port side, but the rudder would end up going to the starboard side and vice versa. So backing out of our docking spot really sucked, but Jordan managed to straighten it out, and then we just went around to the fuel dock, and Bubs managed to do a perfect docking even though the steering was backwards. Right now we are just fixing it up. It's taken us about 2.5 hours.
And then when I went to fix it, I just swapped out which I went to on the quadrant. That still didn't fix the problem, so I'm going to take everything off And then we had to cross the cables before they went through the pulleys. That's it. So now I'm just working on putting it back together. Trying to get the cable length right. I'm stressed. Ready?
Yep, we're good.
Alright, wish us well because 4 hours later we finished the steering. The wind is a toot. We had a late start, so we decided to head for Hubbard's instead of our original destination of Lunenburg, a difference of roughly only 7 nautical miles, and at this point we didn't know the weather we were headed for, but we pushed along anyways. Our VHF was making noise non-stop because it couldn't find our positioning, and we had no course plotted on the chart plotter. We weren't exactly sure how to use it yet.
We can make it to Hubbard's pretty comfortably.
One eternity later.
I seriously just want to die right now. Notice that I'm wearing noise-canceling headphones. It was just terrible timing. I'm about to cry. Terrible timing. All in a rush to get here. Seth wanted to leave today, and here we are in freaking huge waves, and I'm about to puke, and it just sucks, man. And the engine's making weird noises. We wanted to go to Lunenburg, but we're only gonna make it to Ketch Harbor. We were making such bad time, we changed our destination to Ketch Harbor, only 10 nautical miles from Halifax, which is like 2 hours away at the speed we're going. That's actually not that bad. Man, it's brutal. Dude, like, really gotta check the swell before we go. We're just looking at wind.
I don't like how our AIS doesn't really seem to be updating where we are. The chart plotter is.
Whoa! Who said this is... Have I made a grave mistake? Oh my god. Look at these waves, man. What the... Look at this one. Whoa. Are we idiots?
Oh, you can really sit down.
I'd rather die. Just a quick update. We came back to Halifax, picked up a mooring, and now we're floating out here. Tomorrow, when our ego isn't so hurt, just kidding, we'll go back to the yacht club and go back to our dock and wait for a better weather window. Today just wasn't the day. Didn't start great with the steering. A bit too rushed to get going. Would have taken too long to get where we need to go. We were beating into the wind and the waves and doing like 3 knots, so yeah, it wasn't gonna happen today. We never did go back to our yacht club. We stayed on the mooring, and that night our friends came to join us and we had a meeting to talk about what went wrong. While we were waiting for a better weather window, Seth took that opportunity to cancel our car insurance.
Mom, you're playing video games right now.
We may not have ended up where we wanted to, but we definitely learned a lot. Here's to hoping the next trip is better. We didn't know the next trip's gonna be better.
Yeah, I know. My mom's hilarious. So that's how she goes on in her 70s. And I'm like, Mom, the only reason you got the computer is to play video games. Don't talk to your friends. Just online.